Transform your life in 90 days with THIS Daily Power Move. Because stagnation is the grave of the weak, inertia the chain of the broken, and transformation belongs to those who seize each day with unrelenting force. You're not here to drift in the fog of routine, to let life's dullness bury your dreams. You're here to rise, to harness a daily power move that reshapes your destiny, to forge a legacy that echoes through the ages. Picture a boy named Benjamin Franklin, born in 1706 in Boston, Massachusetts, where poverty shaped his rugged youth. His hands ink minus stain from printing presses, his spirit ablaze, no hardship could dim. At 17, he faced failure as a runaway, his ambitions mocked, yet his resolve surged with a fire that refused to fade. That fire propelled him to invent the lightning rod in 1752. Redefine genius. Your power move is your weapon. Will you wield it, or let it rust in idleness? Feel that weapon ignite within you. Franklin's journey isn't a faded tale, it's a war cry exploding in your chest. Your mind is the first battlefield where change is struck, and right now you're letting it rot. You're drowning in excuses, the soul minus crushing routine that drains your will. The apathy that chokes your ambition, the failures that's near your stuck silence then. Your mindset isn't your prison, it's your empire, and you've let it crumble under the weight of stagnation. Franklin didn't let poverty define him, he let it sharpen him. The Boston slums. The printer's grime, the taunts of his brother, they didn't break him, they forged him. Picture him at 16, in a dim shop, his hands black with ink, his father's voice a harsh challenge, prove yourself, and, while his mind blazed, dreaming of inventions and influence, you're buried under the ashes of inaction. Scrape them up, hammer them into steel, and reclaim your throne. Rise each day with a hunger that devours inertia, the will that melts every barrier into molten power. Command your thoughts with the fury of a storm, turn every scar into a badge of war, and let your mindset be the crucible where your transformation ignites. You're not a slave to your past, you're its conqueror, a ruler destined to transform in 90 days. Steel hardens with belief, the unshakable force that turns dreams into empires. Franklin believed in a future where his mind shaped the world, where a Boston apprentice could command history. At 17, rejected by his trade, he believed in his intellect, studying tirelessly, the flicker of a candle his guide, his hands sketching every idea. That belief drove him to the Pennsylvania Gazette in 1729. His days a whirlwind of effort, his faith a wildfire. By 1752, he believed in his lightning rod, seizing the storm, his conviction a thunderclap. The world scoffed, called him a dreamer, a fool with no rank, but Franklin's resolve burned fierce up. It propelled him to a founding father, his legacy a beacon. You're letting doubt erode you now, questioning your worth, fearing your dreams are too vast, sinking in routine shatter that decay. Belief isn't a fragile hope, it's a lightning strike that rends the earth, a certainty that draws triumph to you like a tide. Believe you're a titan, a creator of destinies, the force of nature. And let that conviction roar through your veins, driving you with a momentum no day can stall. You're not here to falter, you're here to prevail. Momentum sharpens with clarity, the piercing light that cuts through the haze of distraction. Franklin didn't chase every fleeting scheme, he focused on one vision. Mastering knowledge and serving humanity. After early printing flops in the 1720s, he saw the flaws scattered efforts wouldn't build his name. He honed his clarity, perfecting his craft, his mind a blade slicing through noise. Picture him in 1748, at his printing shop, the air thick with ambition, his voice firm, I shape my legacy. Not chance. That clarity drove him to the Declaration in 1776, to a life that defied eras, his influence a tidal wave. You're lost in chaos now, scrolling endlessly, chasing others' paths, letting the world's clamor shred your focus. Halt it. Define your aim with a precision that sets your spirit ablaze. A target so vivid you can feel its weight. Taste its victory. Clarity isn't a gentle wish, it's your compass. Your anchor in the storm. Franklin knew his path, do you? Set it each day, and let it guide you like the beacon piercing the blackest night. You're not here to drift, you're here to rule. Beacons ignite vision, the blazing horizon that turns ambition into legacy. Franklin saw a future where his ideas united nations, where a printer's son could redefine freedom, a vision so vast it stunned the skeptics. In 1726, after early struggles, he envisioned greatness, a dream mocked by peers who called him lowly. Picture him in 1752, under a stormy sky, the air crackling, his kite aloft, the experiment untested. Yet his vision held, the thunder a promise of triumph. That vision carried him through the 1772 revolution, when danger loomed, for that's where he planned, the air thick with purpose. By 1790, his influence endured, the world his stage. You're stumbling in the dimness of routine. Lift your eyes. See your future ablaze with glory. Every peak you'll conquer, every dream you'll seize, every life you'll touch, as if it's already yours. Vision isn't a fleeting escape, it's the blueprint of your rise, the canvas you paint with your soul's fire. Visualize it, breathe it, live it each day, because what you see with unyielding clarity, you'll conquer with relentless might. You're not here to imagine, you're here to create. My pulses with purpose, the heartbeat that drives every titan. Franklin's purpose wasn't wealth, it was to enlighten, to prove intellect could triumph. To build a nation, he saw his father's struggles, the colonial limits, his own early failures, and vowed to rise. That purpose fueled his 1723 escape, driving him to the junto in 1727, defying despair. Picture him in 1776, at the Declaration signing, the air thick with revolution, his voice steady. We forged freedom, a mission that rallied patriots. That purpose turned his life into a pillar of wisdom, its strength a testament. You're searching for meaning now, waiting for purpose to strike. Stop waiting. Unearth the flame in your core, the mission that sets your blood ablaze, the cause you'll defend when routine looms. Purpose isn't a mystery to solve, it's the inferno that powers your charge, the war cry that resounds with every day. Find it. Let it consume you, because a life without purpose is a flicker in the dark, while yours is a blaze that will transform the world. You're not here to linger, you're here to ignite. Blazes demand discipline, the iron will that turns embers into empires. Franklin didn't rise with ease, he rose with discipline, working 16-hour days, pushing his mind and body to the brink. At 17, as a printer, he disciplined himself to excel, his hands steady, his focus unyielding. In 1748, founding his academy, he honed every plan, his office a crucible, sleep a luxury. Picture him in 1776, during the war, the air thick with peril, his voice a command. Precision or ruin, the desk his forge. You're tempted by ease now, the night's lord, the endless scroll, the path of least resistance. Shatter it. Rise each day with a warrior's rage. Carve your destiny with every disciplined strike. Let it be the spine of your ascent. Discipline isn't a chain, it's your rebellion. The crown you seize when inertia falls. Master it, because discipline is the foundation of every genius. And you were born to stand supreme. Foundations strike with action. The raw power that builds worlds from ruin. Franklin didn't just dream. He acted, fleeing in 1723, innovating in 1752, deciding in 1776. You're frozen by inaction, now failure looming. Judgment cutting, the unknown taunting. Break free. Charge with the fury of the storm. Every step a declaration of your might. Every move a break in your empire. The action isn't a timid plan. It's the thunder that shapes your reality. The hammer that forges your world. Strike each day, because every moment you delay is a kingdom lost to stagnation. You're not here to plan, you're here to conquer. Thunder glows with gratitude, the light that turns wounds into weapons. Franklin spoke of his struggles with gratitude, not bitterness. The rejections taught him grit, the hardships deepened his resolve, the criticism fueled his fire. He thanked his mentors, his community. Pictured him in 1790, at his end, his voice faint, "For those who lifted me." You're cursing your battles now, poverty that bites, heartbreak that stings, loss that lingers transform them. Every scar, every triumph, every breath wears is a warrior's medal, proof of your survival. Gratitude isn't weakness, it's the fire that turns your past into power, the lens that reveals the gold in your struggles. Embrace it, because the storms that shaped you are the sparks that lift you higher. You're not here to resent. You're here to rise. Sparks bend with adaptability, the flow that turns obstacles into victories. When printing failed in the 1720s, Franklin adapted, mastering politics. In 1752, amid risks, he adapted, inventing safety. The world shifts. Beneath you now jobs vanish. Trends pivot, life evolves, ride it. You're not a rock to shatter, you're a river, carving new paths through stone. Adaptability isn't compromise, it's your evolution, the steel that keeps you soaring. Flow. Grow, because the future yields to those who adapt, and you were born to lead. You're not here to resist, you're here to reshape. Leadership thrives on resilience, the unbreakable core that turns pain into power. Franklin faced rejection, wars toll, health battles, yet rise. Life will strike, betrayal will cut, failure will bruise, despair will claw while you shatter. No, you'll rise, tempered stronger, a king crowned by several. Resilience isn't survival, it's your reign, the force that turns scars into scepters. Stand tall, because you were born to rule your storms. You're not here to fall, you're here to rise. Brains sharpened with learning, the hunger that keeps your edge lethal. Franklin didn't start as a sage. He learned it, mastering science, studying governance, growing through trials. He learns daily, pushing limits. You're resting on old wisdom. Ignite your thirst. Hunt knowledge like a predator. Every lesson a blade, every mistake a forge. Learning isn't a task, it's your evolution, the fire that keeps you ahead. Seek it, because those who stop learning fall first. You're not here to stagnate, you're here to ascend. Ascension burns with purpose, revisited, the flame that breaks every chain. Franklin's purpose illuminated, guided him through crises. Hold fast, let it lead you. Purpose is your destiny lead. Flame forges resilience again, the steel that endures every gale. Franklin rose through rejections, wars, each scar a triumph. Rise. Reign with resilience. Brains demand learning, the hunger that builds your legacy. Franklin's growth inspires. Resist, halt, and grow. Learning crowns you soar. Wisdom strikes with resilience, the force that turns blows to victories. Franklin's path proves resilience eternal. Conquer trials. Rule. Ruling pulses with learning, the edge that keeps you eternal. Franklin's thirst lifted him. Grow, fly. Flight ignites with life transformed, power move mastered. Franklin's journey lights the way. You're a storm rise. Transform your life in 90 days with a titan's mind, a visionary's belief, a king's clarity, a creator's vision, a warrior's purpose, a ruler's discipline, a builder's action, a survivor's gratitude, a river's adaptability, a colossus' resilience, an eternal hunger for learning. Embrace this daily power move, reign, build, conquer. The world isn't ready, rise now, seize now, blaze your path.